From the Bob Mills Weather Center, the Oklahoma weather expert, Travis Meyer.
And speaking of which, here's the latest look as we continue to see river trying to drop. And that's the same thing with Caney River at Ramona. Caney River at Collinsville still has to make it through tomorrow morning before we crest. And that'll be in a moderate flood stage. And then the Cimarron River, which is out west of Lake Keystone near Ripley, that is going to be cresting tonight as well. So still a lot of water flowing across the area. Illinois River has not been affected, though. So there's some welcome news. If you are planning on taking Memorial Day weekend, saying, might just do a little floating on the Illinois. Maybe it's okay. Well, right now it looks fine. We still have about a ½ inch to an inch of rain additional that could happen in the water basin and drainage basin. So we'll have to be watching and just see if it rises a little bit. At this point, though, it's looking pretty good. In fact, ideal floating conditions, usually about 5 feet, but that's still not too shabby at this point. Area lakes, well, Lake Keystone went up 4 feet in the last 2 days, thanks to all that water. And that's a lot of water it's impounding at this time. Also, Skytook Lake went up quite a bit. Hula went up a lot. The rest of them just have risen a little bit, but holding pretty much steady because it hasn't been that much rain. Speaking of which, that storm center, this kind of waves of rain and storms kind of across the central United States into the deep south. We've had a severe thunderstorm watch. We even had a couple tornado warnings associated with that line of storms. And then we're in the center of that circulation right now. That continues to move to the east. So right at this point, we're getting scattered showers breaking out across Osage County. So the rain's just about back in the picture. If you're planning on being out tonight, it'll be nuisance, be light rain, showers. There could be a rumble of thunder north and west of Tulsa. As we mentioned before, tons of rain, anywhere from 6 to 9 inches of rain from Tulsa back to the west. A lot of heavy rains. And to the southeast, you guys haven't had to deal with that. Still staying wet, but not overly wet. Right now, we have gray skies, and it is chilly. It's been chilly all day long. We're going to break another record for a cool afternoon. It doesn't happen too often. 64 is the coolest warm high temperature we've ever had, and the highest we hit today was 63 early in the morning. We're talking about west-southwest winds. Usually when you have a southwest wind, it means warm. Not this go around because it's part of the storm system, and we're talking about still high humidity. Temperatures in the 50s at this hour. We're hanging on to 60 at Pryor and also in the Wagner area. As we look across the state, again, much needed rain going on out to the west. So this is just welcome, welcome, and welcome. As overall, though, this system will start to move to the east later tonight into the morning hours. So by 10 o'clock tonight, some scattered showers around into the early morning hours, some light rain, enough to be a nuisance if you have to be out at that hour. Maybe you'll sleep right on through it. By the time we take off for tomorrow morning, very cool in the low 50s again. So it's a very cool start during the day. It's really not going to warm up a ton. We'll still have some showers around. Most of that and the heavier showers will start to move to the east and northeast of Tulsa as it rotates around, pivots around that low pressure center. We'll be in the 60s. Then you get into the sunshine in the late afternoon. We'll be around 70 or so just to the west of Tulsa. But we should see a little sun before it sets since it's so late now for the sun to set. It'll be a cool start Friday morning. Most likely we'll have some patchy areas of dense fog. That would not be surprised about that. During the day, 70s to around 80, a gorgeous day. Now, last that storm system still pivoting around Missouri. Finally, on Saturday, it's totally out of the picture, and we'll be in the 80s, 90s to 100 out in western Oklahoma, as if that's anything unusual. And then on Sunday, again, super hot out west. We'll be very warm, but it'll be very windy. Some wind gusts 20 to 30 miles per hour. And for Memorial Day Monday, looking good. Again, breezy, but at least good. So other than an isolated thunderstorm, most all of the weekend should be fantastic for almost the entire state except the west, where it'll be, again, just boiling hot. All right, so Memorial Day weekend itself for the local area. We're looking for the winds to be the only factor that could make waters choppy if you're headed off to a lake. And we have the Will Rogers Stampede this weekend, by the way, in Claremore. It'll be a little bit on the windy side. 7 p.m. performances showing up, 70s for Friday night, and then around 80 to kick it off on Saturday and Sunday night. So something for you to do if you want to. And One Oak Field, temperatures are expected to be generally in the cool side and then getting warmer. Of course, a doubleheader for Friday night. So that should turn out to be just fine. Overall, we're looking good, so I think we're pretty happy. All right, forecast looks like this, 55 as we look at tonight. Scattered areas of rain coming back into the picture, a little bit better chance of rain as we look on into the midnight time period. By the time we work our way on into the morning hours, we'll look for temperatures that'll be in the 50s. Again, some scattered rain, just enough to be a nuisance and just wet. By afternoon, hopefully a few rays of sun, and by the time we get on into Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, you'll get your fair share of sun. At that point, everybody will be complaining about sunburn probably by that time.
I don't know. I'm going to be
You ready?
glad to see the sunshine.
Yeah, no kidding.